everybody, we are back. Very exciting. You know, my first guest from such films as The Usual Suspects, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and of course for his Academy Award-winning role in Traffic. He can now be seen with Sean Penn in the critically acclaimed new film, 21 Grams. Please welcome Benicio del Toro. So nice to have you here. I gotta say, you know, people on the staff, we get used to a lot of different people coming, actors, celebrities coming on the show. Today, of course, everyone knows that you're coming on the show. All the women very excited, which hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings. I was like, I'm here every night. Nothing. But you, very excited. Does that... are you ever embarrassed by that? Does it, you know, when you're out in public, if women get really excited, is it embarrassing? Do you like it?
Sometimes it's okay.
Right. Sometimes it's okay.
Sometimes it's okay, but if there's alcohol involved, it could be a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah.
Because if she's been drinking.
She's been drinking.
Yeah. Then it's like, oh yeah, and then vomit. Yeah, that's. Never sexy, yeah. Do you ever get do you ever have women flash you or anything crazy like that?
No.
Really?
I haven't.
Because I can arrange it. Come on, Trixie. No. You know, it's funny because you're a very, a very serious, dramatic actor, and in a lot of your roles, and we're going to talk about 21 Grams, there's a lot of intensity to your performances, but people would probably be surprised to know that as a kid, you were sort of the class clown. Is that true?
Yeah, I was voted class clown in high school.
See,
yeah.
I just can't picture that.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, it's because you're Benicio del Toro. You've got a cool, you know, reserve, and I don't picture you jumping up on a desk and going, you know, which is what I did, and was voted most likely to sunburn. Yeah. Didn't get the funny one. But what kind of stuff were you, I mean, how did people really thought that you were funny?
I don't know. You know, one thing I did was in class, in English class, it was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun would come in at the same time, and I could make a reflection, point out anywhere in the classroom, and point it anywhere I wanted. And I think that got me in. That got me in. So I would put it on the teacher.
I could vaguely remember people doing that. You can burn someone's eye out with that.
Yeah.
If you get them just right.
Yeah, but you know, we play safe.
Yeah, that's good. You didn't get too crazy.
No, not too
now,
crazy.
I mentioned 21 Grams. This is, and I don't want to jinx you or anything, but you were actually on this show before Traffic, and we talked about it. That didn't seem to jinx anything. There's been Oscar talk. Is it as exciting for you, even though you've already won an Oscar? If people start to say, hey, you could win an Oscar for this role, is there part of you that goes, I got one of those, I'm all right?
Well, not really. I mean, it's always like, you know, some people say you're judged by the last work you did, you know, so sometimes you feel like, well, you know, it'd be great.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like talking, is it going to rain tomorrow? You know, you never know.
It's something you have no control over.
I have no control over it. So if it happens, great. If it doesn't, you know, the work is there.
You've actually, I mean, have you ever gone back and looked at the tape of you winning the Oscar for Traffic?
Yeah.
And is that a surreal experience to sit there and watch that happen?
It was. I felt like I was more exciting watching it on TV. Than being in the actual place. Because in the actual place, it was like, you know, the lights and everything, and they call your name, and you go up, and you're just in a daze. But when you're, like, relaxed, and I was watching it on TV, it was just like, I felt I was going to lose.
You're still in the moment, like, oh, I hope I get this?
Yeah, completely.
That must make watching all TV really fun for you. This is the one where Gilligan gets off the island. No, Benicio. It doesn't happen. I can kind of see that in that moment. It's such an important moment that when they said your name, did you, I mean, you probably just are in a, it's a total blank, right?
It's like Pavlov theory in a way. You know, they say your name, you get up, you do it, you walk outside, you got it, you know, it's fun and this and that, but you don't, it doesn't really sink in.
Sink in till later on.
Until later on, and then when I watched it on tape, it was like really surreal.
I know most people in your position who have an Oscar, they keep it someplace discreet or cool. I've always thought I would put it on the hood of my car and drive around and then act modest if someone, that's just an Oscar I won. It's not a big deal. But I know you probably have it someplace very discreet and, you know.
On a shelf, on a shelf.
Yeah. Get it off that shelf. Take it out every now and then. Wear it as a hat. That's what I would do. You know, I watched this film, 21 Grams, and there's just amazing performances in this movie. And there's a moment I wanted to ask you about, and this isn't a funny thing, obviously, but there's a moment where your character has to hit his son. And I thought to myself, I was watching that, and I thought, I don't know how, it's a very, you know, it's a very powerful thing to see on TV. And it's not even a very hard hit, but it's just such a powerful moment. And I thought, how do you do that with a child actor? There must be some way that you work that out.
Well, you have to turn it into play. You know, it's a game.
Right.
You turn it into a game with the kid, and he was terrific. And we made it that for every hit I gave him, he would give me 20.
So, that's a cool idea. So that if you had to do different takes, he can hit you 20 times for every one time.
Yeah, he could hit me anywhere, except the nose and the face, but he could hit me anywhere.
Not the face.
Yeah, not the face.
Yeah.
But he was terrific, and we had a lot of fun.
So it's
and I really didn't hit him.
No. I mean, I didn't misrepresent it. You're not. But it's just one of those things where you think, I'm not an actor. I don't know how that process works. But that's a cool idea that you turn it into something where he can actually get you 20 times for every time you give him a little tap.
Right.
And I noticed they must have used a later take because you're bleeding profusely in this scene. I know you shot a lot of this, a large portion of this movie in Memphis. Is that true?
That's right, Memphis.
And I know that you went to, because we have something in common. I'm a big early rockabilly, early Elvis, Carl Perkins fan. I know that you went to Sun Studios a lot, where they recorded all that great stuff.
Johnny Cash, Howlin' Wolf,
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah.
And you would go there if you had a break, you'd go by.
Yeah, it was like the Sixtine Chapel for me.
Yeah.
It was like it's a very special place. That it's a tiny room and. Rock and roll was invented there.
It's amazing. We shot something there once, and people would be surprised. But all these songs that people know that are so famous, and you could fit like, we have a small studio here. It doesn't look small on TV, but you could fit like 10 of those rooms in this room.
Right,
it's such a small space, but that's where it all happened.
It's amazing. Ring of Fire.
You went by you'd go there constantly.
I went there as often as I could. Just to hang out in the room and just relax. You know, the movie.
They probably asked you to leave at some point.
No, they
what
were
are you doing
happy
here again? Oh, good.
Too,
yeah, that's good. That's good.
You know, buy another T-shirt? Okay.
You bought the keychains and the whole thing.
All that stuff.
Very cool. We have. I want to make sure that we show a clip from this movie, 21 Grams, and I don't want to give anything away, but it really is. I love the way this movie was put together. It's in a very original sequence. It's interesting storytelling. It doesn't all happen the way a conventional story is told. Right. And the performances are very strong. We have a clip here from the movie, which I believe this is your homecoming after being in prison for a while.
I was in jail for, I think maybe like 4 or 3 months or something like that, and I come out of jail, go visit my family, see the kids again. And it's a terrific movie with Sean Penn, Naomi Watts, Melissa Leo.
Cast. The cast is pretty stunning. Let's take a look at this clip. You're just getting out of prison, seeing your family. It's a clip from 21 Grams.
Hey guys, we're home.
Daddy, what'd you bring us?
I brought you a kiss.
Mommy made the cake.
Very intense performances in this movie, but it's great. It's really great.
Thank you.
You know, it's a real pleasure to have you on the program. You know, it was cool to meet you last time, and then the fact that you came back was very neat for all of us. Thank you so much for being here, and best of luck with the movie. 21 Grams is in theaters now. Benicio del Toro. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. We're back. Fine show tonight. We got a great show coming up tomorrow night from the new movie Along Came Polly. Ben Stiller is going to be here on the program. The good man. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, will be here. That's right. Not often we have a Duchess on the show. Wait, we do all the time. And comedian Rich Hall is going to be here. He's a funny guy. I'm betting on that show. That will be our most beloved show ever.